Good evening, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. It's been a nice peaceful day in my flat. I took Max out this morning, I took him out this afternoon, and I'm just preparing to take Max out again for a walk. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 6:45 p.m.
So it's 6:45 on a Saturday evening. I can't roller skate. That's one thing I regret. I'd like to learn how to roller skate. I don't roller skate. I'd fall flat on my face. There's been a lot of activity, roller skaters, skateboarders, a lot of open top cars coming up and down the road, and I've just been sat in my flat. I've had 2 baked potatoes with tuna and baked beans on top, and I've had a couple of yogurts. I'm full, I feel fine, and I've taken one phone call which lasted about 3 or 4 minutes, and then just after that I've got this message from my mother, Jennifer.
New message. Hello, Genestra. It's me, your mum, Jennifer, speaking to you from my landline phone to you, Genestra. Just giving you an early telephone call this evening, wishing you good night and God bless. Because I'll probably be going to bed a bit earlier, not feeling too well, okay? But if I do, if I feel a bit better and haven't gone to bed too early, I'll give you another telephone call. I haven't forgotten you, and I'll give you a telephone call in the morning. Now, good night, God bless, thinking of you.
Received today at 6:37 p.m. To return the call at your normal call rate, press #. To listen to the message again, press 1. To save the message, press 2. Your message will be saved for 7 days. You have 1 other new...
Right, so everything was quiet until I took a phone call. About half an hour ago, I took a phone call. Everything was quiet. As soon as I started speaking on that phone call to a member of my family, I started hearing banging, noises like there were kids, making noises and being loud. And I hadn't really heard anything all day. Now, she's supposed to be out next door for the weekend, so I don't know exactly where it's coming from. Doesn't really matter, it's not annoying me. I mean, I've had peace and quiet for most of the day. It was noisy last night up until about 12 o'clock, just gone 12 o'clock midnight. Some people go away on holiday and leave their older kids behind, or they go away for a couple of days and leave older kids behind. We're talking about 15, 16-year-olds who are quite capable of looking after themselves. So I just can hear kids yelling and mucking about. So I put that phone call down. It hasn't annoyed me. I've eaten. I'm quite satisfied. I've cooked myself baked potatoes, tuna, beans, I've got yogurts, and I've saved enough money to top up my electricity, which is important, isn't it? The 2 things we need to take care of is making sure we've got enough food to eat and that we keep our electricity and gas on. Because, I mean, if your electric goes off, then you've got nothing to cook food on anyway. Right? So I'm fine, I'm okay. So I took a phone call. A while afterwards, my mum rings, tells me she's not feeling well and she's going to bed. I've got enough food in the cupboard and food in the fridge to last till next Thursday. Right? I've saved enough money to top up my electricity meter because it's on emergency credit at the moment. So I'm just seeing how things go, because tomorrow's Sunday. You know, nothing really goes on Sunday. The shop's shut at 4. Nothing like council offices or anything like that is open on a Sunday. So it's just like stay indoors again and do what I've done today. The reason I went out to the co-op this afternoon was because, you know, it's a break from the flats rather than being stuck indoors all day, and I was able to get my dinner for tomorrow. Right? We all get fed up. There's times I've said to myself, fuck this, and I've gone to bed all day long because life has been a drag and I've got pissed off. There's been days where I've been left alone in my flat and I've eaten chocolate porridge for dinner and for tea for nearly 2 days. That's no joke, that's no word of a lie. And when I've been homeless, I've actually been starving and glad for a slice of bread. Right? Fortunately for me, I survived through that. There are people that can't cope. But there's always someone you can ask, isn't there? There's always someone you can say, I'm very sorry, but can you help me? If they can't, they just say no. You don't leave yourself in a terrible state. Sometimes you can't help it when you're homeless and on your own and in a strange area and you don't know anybody. Fair enough. But I have been through hard times myself, and I appreciate other people go through hard times. And if somebody asks me for something and I've genuinely got the money or the food, whatever, to help them, I will give it to them. Right? If I haven't got it, I can't. And it's as simple as that. But I have found myself in really, really dire situations, and I have gone to bed for 3 days. And, you know, before I had the dog to look after, when I was at Lansdowne Court and I got depressed, I shut myself indoors for 3 days. We all go through it, but we get through it and we carry on. We don't give up. It's hard, but you don't give up. And if you're really, 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 really short of money and you're desperate, then you go to a food bank, don't you? You ask for help from a church to get a voucher for a food bank. Or like I did, you go to the Citizens Advice Bureau and you wait in a queue and you ask for help for food. I mean, I'm not proud. I don't look down on things like that. They're there for people when they need them for help, aren't they? They're there for a reason. I don't know. Today has been it's been a strange day. I woke up depressed this morning. I woke up feeling really, really awful. And then I tried to pull myself out of it. And then you've got, you know, certain things that start making you feel upset and depressed again. And my mum said that she was off to bed. What's the time? Nearly 7. My mother said she's off to bed. She's not feeling well. I said I don't go to bed this early, because what happens is you end up waking up at 10 or 11 at night and you can't get back to sleep, and then you end up wandering around all night and feeling tired when you finally do get up. I made that mistake when I was in a women's safe house for the first time on my own. I started feeling shitty and fucked off, and I went to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening, and I was waking up at 12 o'clock midnight wandering around. You have to set yourself a routine. I've got a routine now and I stick to it. Right? So if some fucker mucking about, sounds like next door, after that phone call, rattling about. I don't know what the fuck that is. I took one phone call and I let the other one on answer phone. But I've got plenty of food in the cupboard and I've got enough money to top my electricity meter up, and that's it, and I can last till next Thursday. I'm fine, I look after myself. I've gone through bad times. I've gone through times I've had doors shut in my face. I've sat on church doorsteps crying and the church has been shut. So I've been through shit and I've come out the other end of it, and I'm not going back down either. I'm not going back down to the way I used to live. The only way is up. So this is the time of the evening when I get ready to take my dog for a walk later on in the evening. Been home most of the day. Been out 3 times, 2 walks with Max, once to the shop. I walked out this afternoon and I heard a couple of kids go, "Arsehole, arsehole." I don't know whether they were shouting at each other, shouting it out the window, "Arsehole, arsehole." Just like the kids did upstairs months ago. They never shouted that though. Arsehole, arsehole. I started laughing. It's just kids mucking about, isn't it? That's the way the world is today. You just got to laugh it off. Otherwise you would start crying. I don't give a fuck anymore. In one ear and out the other. See you later.